Hey guys, Spartan here, welcome back to Final Fantasy X with Random Game Critic for this one.
Hello.
And we're going to be going through the... Okay, I was hoping not to trigger this cutscene yet, but... Marcolania Temple.
I couldn't be happier even if it was my own wedding. Now victims...
This feels like one of those games where you can like watch one of those like 10-hour all cutscenes videos and experience the whole game just by watching them.
Oh, yeah, kind of. I mean, the battles aren't really that necessary for the story, aside from, like, the one coming up, but it's kind of implied in the cutscenes, though.
I believe...
I guess that's why the speedrun of this game is so long. As I said before, it's like 12 hours.
Well, I'm sure also that, like, there are areas, like, later on where there are just, like, lengthy parts of just random encounters and collecting items and, like, actual levels. We're just always seem to be recording in the in-between parts.
It's true. Also, speaking of which, off-screen, I stole repeatedly from the wolves outside this area and got like 32 sleeping powders. Didn't kill anything for levels or anything, just because I don't want to be over-leveled, but yes, I now have an infinite supply of sleeping powder for now.
Yeah, I did some grinding off-screen.
Yeah, I beat the game off-screen, now I'm just looping around for the New Game Plus. This game doesn't have a New Game Plus, but there was a glitch in the original where you could kind of do a New Game Plus.
How does that work?
Well, there's a certain location in the game that you can break walls through and revisit, and it just picks up the story from there if you go back to it. It's...
Oh, that's funny, I get it.
It's weird, but it apparently, like, kind of broke the game on some copies, as in, like, the disc itself or something.
For I shall tell you the truth about my son Seymour.
I hope no one's watching this do people still use the word LPs? Like, Let's Play? Yeah, I hope no one's watching this to experience the story.
I mean, there's subtitles for a reason.
That is true, and also a rewind button.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, this is that dead dude who dropped the sphere from all the way back in Guado Salam. We're only now talking about it.
But I do not fault him.
Was I there for that?
Yes, you were there.
He has
Oh.
suffered and become twisted.
It was not a major aspect. It, like, happened for 1 minute, and we talked about it, as in we, as in the characters. That's about it.
But whoever is watching this,
I can sum up this cutscene in one thing. Seymour killed me. You have to stop him.
I think you can do that for a lot of dialogue in this game. Just boil it all down to, like, what we learned.
Yeah, do the bloody Stickman Sham version.
Without us, no.
Where you going?
You saw it, didn't you? Seymour's bad news.
You know, I'd love to see almost like a Lego Star Wars-esque type like recreation of this game, where you gotta do it all. You gotta tell the whole story in a goofy way with zero dialogue.
And don't reference death. Also, generic cat sound effect there.
Oh, was that a stock sound effect?
Yeah, that was a stock cat sound effect.
I
Also,
love it.
hang on, there's one of these NPCs that says something. Is it this? No, next one. Blah blah blah. I shall keep the sphere safe here and return it to Lady Yuna. That's not going to happen. Also, Kimari just kind of beat this guy down.
Ronso, Bavel will hear about this.
Also, Iwaka's here now. Why is he here? I don't know. We already got everything we needed of him.
The guy on the floor reminds me of like this bitch from Pokemon Coliseum, where like some guy just runs through and beats everyone up, and you just see guys just lying on the floor. But that's it; they're just lying there. We talk to them.
From anyone. Even a maester.
This can't be happening.
If he is truly at fault, it must be done.
So this is an interesting thing where the Cloister of Trials is literally ignored until you backtrack through this area after the fight that is happening. So you actually get the Aeon first, for a change.
Seymour!
Please be silent.
silent. Lady Yuna prays to the faith.
Make me!
You can tell Tidus is a product of his time.
Got him.
Imagine if this game was made today. Please be silent. Ratio!
No.
Well, with what Square's been doing, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yuna!
But why?
Or since he's an older character, just have him reply with an okay boomer.
You killed him.
Seymour's only like 25.
What of it?
Also, why is it in 15 FPS now?
Surely you knew of these things, did you not?
Okay, that was just the Discord screen share lagging.
Well then.
No, that is entirely the game's fault.
I came.
I just noticed that Yuna has 2 different eye
I
colors.
came to stop you.
Yeah, she's a heterochromic.
I see.
Yeah, that's the word.
You came to punish me then.
Don't take any of these lines out of context. I came... No one steps in front of Yuna.
What a pity.
Until now.
Power of friendship.
Walker's just
No,
confused
not
in the
you.
background, he doesn't want to fight.
Code of the Guardian. How admirable. Well, if you're offering your lives, I will have to take them.
Maester Seymour. I trust my guardians with my life.
So do we even know this
They are
guy's motivation
also my
yet?
friends.
Or is he
I
just
will not
like...
stand by and
He-
watch
Currently,
I know,
he's
I mean,
just evil.
I will fight
Right,
you
we had this talk
too.
before, it's kind of hinted at, but like... He hasn't explained why yet. He's just like, yeah, I killed that man, so what? Now I'm gonna kill you.
So be it.
Why is Kimari in the party? I didn't put him here. So this is the best fight in the game, in my opinion. It is kind of like a puzzle, and there's plenty of things to do here. A lot of strategies that work as well. So, first off, you're going to see talk. You can talk to anyone, but it only works if you do to Seymour. And 3 characters have talk commands.
I knew
Which
you were
3?
bad news the first time we met.
Tidus, Yuna, and Waka.
Oh, my
Huh.
sincerest apologies.
Seymour!
Seymour!
So Tidus
Oh
gets...
shit, that's...
Yeah, Tidus
I guess
gets...
just that one that conversation filled him with determination.
Yeah, he gets strength. How much strength? 10 points. Which is actually a huge amount. So, it says in the, like, thing up the top, protect Seymour. These guys have protect, and Seymour has shell. So if you try to physically attack Seymour... That was a crit, by the way. They take the hit and they heal themselves for 1,000 points. I need to get fucking Kimari out of the party. I didn't put him in there. So physical attacks don't work. If you use black magic on Seymour, well, he has shell on, so he's going to be taking half damage from that, so it's not very effective. So, what do? Well, we'll talk about that soon. Speaking of which...
You may be a maester, but I will still fight.
Your eyes, they burn with resolve. Beautiful.
Oh, this dialogue.
Yeah. They decided there wasn't enough dialogue in the cutscene, so they put them in the battle as well. So these guys kind of don't do anything on their own. Right, let's
Well,
swap
nice,
out
I guess.
for Riku.
They're just there to be annoying.
Yeah. Alright, now let's let Riku trivialize the fight through the mix command. Let's see. So the de facto, I beat this fight encounter for pretty much every boss fight until semi-late game, is 2 lunar curtains. Protect shell haste regen on all of your party. That is stupidly powerful.
Okay, so now you just don't die, ever.
For now. So I'm just gonna play like an idiot for a second. So yeah, you deal very little damage and they heal. So how do you fix this, you may ask? Nice damage. I'm gonna swap to Walker just to gain his talk command up.
Maester, we must stop this. This can't be happening.
Right. So you notice they use auto potion when you hit them. Well, Riku can use steel. And once that happens, these guys can't auto potion themselves anymore.
So she didn't steal one, she stole their entire stack.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, goodbye auto potions. Slash them down. Walker has a trick too. You know what? I forget how fast they are with haste. Turbo Ether. Those are actually really good. That's 500 MP. Or some huge number. Walker, while not the most actual powerful, these guys are not immune to stone. So if you bought that stone touch weapon, you can kill them instantly and ignore this whole thing. And the other strategy is... well, these guys have Protect, but they don't have Shell. So if you use any magic on them... they kind of
this
get
feels like the
annihilated.
same. This feels like the same as when I was like freezing things in Bug Fables. I'm sitting here, or freezing bosses in Bug Fables. I'm sitting here like, this shouldn't be allowed. I shouldn't be able to do this.
So Seymour stays until he gets to half health, and then he's like, you know what, fuck this, why am I fighting by myself?
Feel my pain. Come, Anima.
Also, if you deal him 3000 damage without killing the Guardians, they just die, for some reason.
That's funny. I remember this fucking animation.
Yes, it's the best summon animation.
Also probably because I just saw it a few weeks ago, didn't I? That's right. But yeah, I love how everyone at that Blitzball Stadium saw that demonic monstrosity just get pulled out of hell, and they say, "Oh, I definitely trust that. That's definitely the summon of a good person."
Lend me strength.
So yeah, Titus will prompt Yuna to summon the new Aeon, which you can do. It's completely viable, but Anima uses boost. So, like, that's about 1.5 times damage multiplier taken against Anima. Also, sneaky little thing you can do here, you can steal from Anima to gain silence grenades, and they are very good. And Titus with his plus 10 strength, combined with Anima taking 1.5 times damage, means he does a lot, but we're gonna do it the intended way and summon question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So that obviously means we are summoning the enemy version of Kimari from the start of the game. That's because his name in that random encounter is question mark, question mark, question mark. That's the joke.
What a weird thing to name your kid.
Yeah. Just autofill on the birth certificate. So you can pretty much beat down, and Anima will swap between Pain and the boost command. Pain does instant death, but obviously Aeons are immune to instant death. How much damage does Blizzara deal? Fine. Anima's gathering power.
Because you can't just cheese all the bosses, sometimes you actually gotta play it like a proper turn-based RPG and just kind of slowly chip away at it.
Yeah, if only I had more stats. That was a crit, nice. The thing is that Shiva here, which is the name of this Aeon, is actually kind of powerful enough to take down Anima on her own. Just because of one thing that Aeons can do that are elemental. They can just cast black magic on themselves to heal.
Nice.
You know what, for the sake of showcasing, I will show off Anima's Overdrive right now. And by right now, I mean like next turn when Anima actually takes a turn that does something. But yeah, Shiva also has Null Blaze, which makes sense because she's Ice attribute. And Null Frost, which makes literally no sense because, like, Ice Elemental. Why would you nullify ice attacks against yourself? Anima, can you please charge faster?
You gotta be like double immune, I guess.
You get immune to the fact that it would heal you. You don't want to be healed for some reason. Another interesting little tidbit is that Yuna is moving faster because of the haste thing, even when she's not actually on the field.
I guess that makes sense because, like, really, there's still like Yuna that's controlling the thing, I guess.
I guess.
Or is that not how it normally works?
That is kind of how it works. But yeah, best overdrive animation in the game right here. Keep in mind I am taking 75% less damage because of the shield command.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo's reference?
I was going to say no JoJo references. But yeah, that attack is actually crazy powerful. The thing is that it actually got changed from the original, as in the US version, where originally in the US version it was one attack, meaning that it only did at cap, you know, the damage cap. But now it can hit for a lot more. Let's retaliate. Kill this bitch.
Booty.
You should have made your Aeon sexier. I don't think that... whatever. Okay, so she got hit for 9,999 damage and is dismissed, not dead.
That power that defeated Anima, it will be mine.
Seymour, you're kind of a shit summoner, considering that, like, the Aeon stats are based on the summoners.
Wait, what the fuck? How is he stronger than his summon? What the fuck?
I mean, that was a super effective spell. Like, level 3 magic, fire element, so... Also, Seymour loses shell for some reason. This is not explained anywhere. Also, I could just summon another Aeon, but yeah. Also, it says he casts Ice, Lightning, Water, and Fire. Meaning that if I wanted to cheese, I could White Magic Null Frost to nullify his next attack.
Cast all of them in that order. That's nice of him to make that clear.
I believe his stats actually increased. Oh, Elixir. That's good. That's a rare steal. You know what, Slice and Dice sucks, but I need to use it anyway. Huh? Rest in peace, Seymour.
Yep, he's dead.
He totally won't come back later.
Not at all. Why would you think that?
His father came back from the far plane. But, surely Seymour is much different.
That's always the thing. I think whenever you have in any story, you have a character who dies and then comes back, at that point, like, alright, you just permanently made it so that there's no stakes anymore.
If only Yuna had some capability of sending the dead. Oh well.
Then maybe you just decide, like, nah, he doesn't deserve that.
You didn't actually touch his face.
I'd be shocked if she did. I think I've seen like tons of like PS2, GameCube era games that had a similar animation, and like nah, they never do. They never do.
What have I done?
Wait a minute, it's not our fault at all. Seymour struck first. He's the bad guy.
You
did this?
I feel like these voice actors were not in the same room. They feel like they all record their lines separately.
It's kind of true.
Stop!
At least Trommel is actually giving his all.
Traitors.
He is, yeah. There's actually emotion there, yeah.
I guess there's merit to bringing him back in the sequel, despite how bad the sequel is.
We're finished.
Yes, put a blur on everything.
Seymour's the bad guy, right? We'll just explain to everyone what happened.
It won't be that easy. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you just kind of assassinated their leader or something, right?
Yeah, we assassinated a maester. Alright, so Seymour has 2 drops. He has black magic spheres and special spheres. I don't actually care which one I get, but I'm putting a note on that. Dropped black magic spheres. I think that's the rare one. But yeah, 4 pieces of equipment. 1 from every enemy. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I don't need to level up here. I can do that later. Just quickly check recording time. 21 minutes. That's nothing.
Play Blitzball? No. Grayed out. Not allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play Blitzball because you just assassinated someone. Just imagine you get off the... You still got there with your bloody knife, you just killed someone, and you proceed to go play a game of football. I wonder what these destruction icons here mean.
Give me a break. What?
It reminds me of that bit from Genshin Impact, where everyone's like, oh, we're trapped in here forever, but you, the player, can just teleport out to do other things, because obviously you aren't trapped on there in an open world game.
So very convenient that everyone, once again, has made it out of here and left Titus here.
And didn't even notice either.
Always the last to leave. Alright, so this is the bloody Marcolania Cloister of Trials. This is very tedious. Actually, wait, I need that there.
I remember I didn't like the trials either.
I mean, the trials are usually fine, but Marcolania is the most annoying, especially since, in order to get the special prize of whatchamacallit, you need to get the treasure in all of the shrines. And if you miss this one, and you are not playing the original American version, you're going to have to fight one of the super bosses in order to get back to this place.
Oh, yay.
There's no ice shattering
Hooray
effect.
Hooray for major oversights.
I wouldn't really call that an oversight, but it's definitely annoying. The same happens with Besaid as well. Okay, one of these you place in a thing. Okay, this one. Raise that up. Obtain the white... I don't even know what that is. I know they're spheres, but what is a sphere? They never actually explain it. Like, what's the difference between this sphere and the other spheres? Like, the viewing spheres.
I don't even know what a sphere even means.
Just means a circle.
Because, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but, like, they mentioned, oh, we just saw, like, okay, like, a sphere is something used to also, like, level up characters, but also it's something that's plot relevant because, oh, they saw Jekyll's sphere, and that's what led to them learning about Seymour. So, it's a basic key that that moves podiums around dungeons, but it's also experience materials, but it's also things that you see someone's memories.
It's just a magical MacGuffin item that does literally everything that the plot requires it to do.
I suppose.
Actually, no, this game has those. It's called Fireflies, which I will not talk about because it's a stupid concept. Alright, there we go. The thing is finished. Except that's not actually finished because that appears. What does it do? Well, it allows you to get the treasure. Because there's this thing here. Note! Make sure to pull the sphere out of this thing before you push it. Otherwise, you cannot get the special item this go around.
There's like a lot of really easily missable items, huh?
In a sense, yes. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game.
Yep.
No, I need to put it here first. Or do I? No, I need to do it the other way around. God damn it, I forgot that you need to pull the other thing out. Oh, by the way, even though this game has a speed-up feature, it doesn't work when interacting with sphere-based things. So right now I can set this to 4 times and everything works fine, except it reverts back to normal here. Major inconvenience.
Kind of weird because these are all, you know, in-game stuff happening. It isn't like it's switching to CG.
That's true. Alright, grab the destruction sphere. Use it to blow up a portion of the temple. I wonder who restocks these chests.
Always questions like that, like who stocks. There's in a Hollow Knight, whenever you like, there's, you know, all the environments are breakable, but they always get, you know, repaired when you come back. So I was like, oh, who's fixing them? But there actually is an NPC that does it, and you can secretly kill him. Anyways, seems like you're waiting to explain.
The Lux Sphere. AKA the thing that you... nobody cares about getting. I believe there's actually more Lux Spheres in the game than there are, the other type.
I saw you like literally standing there while I was explaining this thing, so I thought you were like waiting to explain, like, oh, this is an important thing, and you have something to say on it.
No, the important thing I have to say is how unimportant it is. Why did I pull that one out? I didn't need to pull that one out. Alright, just do the puzzle again. Because we have to see this animation of the ice respawning 5 times.
I was gonna say, think we can cut this out. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not in charge of this.
Now that's the rule. If I am completely managing to talk without any interruptances or... That's just my motto. If I'm able to talk completely... What's the word? If I'm able to get a point off so that I can...
Yeah.
You know what? To put it in the very simplest terms, once and for all, I am talking so that I don't have to cut it out.
See, for me, it's only if the commentary is worth keeping, like, because I can keep talking, and then I can, you know, in the editing room realize, huh, I didn't say anything important here or funny here, nothing really matters, I can just cut this, and then I do.
I only do that for streams, like stream VODs. And even then, if it's like a 3-hour stream, I'm like, nope, screw it. Speaking of which, I did a stream of, I took the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah.
Well, gotta do it again.
Yeah, just gotta watch that respawn. But yeah, I did a stream of Pac-Man World 2. I played through like 1/3 of that game. Because I started that by saying, yeah, who remembers this game? Nobody. And then like just recently Nintendo was like, oh hey, on the Switch we're doing a remaster of Pac-Man World 1.
Actually, I remember that game. I had both of those games. So it's funny, you're like, who remembers this? And I'm sitting here like, oh, I love that game, actually.
I like it too. You know what? I like most of it, except the fact that it does get very... It feels very empty if you're not going to 100% it. And
yeah, I haven't
100%ing it is like impossible.
I haven't played it in a long time also, but I remember actually, I literally couldn't find everything in just like the starting area.
Yeah.
In, like the village.
I got everything in the village for my thing, but it took me like 15 minutes.